Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Elite Clockman here. Episode 35 of SKIBIDI Multiverse just dropped, and let me tell you, we have much to discuss. We finally had a glimpse of the upgraded Titan SPEAKERMAN. The big guy had a total makeover, and for now all I can say is that it rocks hard. It also looks like the giant Pencilman is up to no good, and to be honest, I hope he is. And for what it seems, we will finally know more about the mysterious master of Alpha. Also, a new Rizzler was added to the lore. But before we get to all that, make sure to like and subscribe if you think I am Omni-Riz King, master of all the multiverse. Anyways, here we go. Our episode starts off pretty bad for our heroes. If you remember the ending of the last episode, you surely remember the monsters that spawned in order to take down Titan Cameraman and Titan Clockman, or at least hold them until the G-Man apocalypse. These guys are no joke, and if you ever watched Invincible, you know what I'm about. As soon as the episode starts off, the Bio Soldier's toilet started jumping Titan Cameraman. They are pretty strong for their sizes. They might be brainless, but more combat-oriented than most toilets out there. Titan Cameraman started to punch left and right to repulse them. The third one straight up jumped at Titan Cameraman's face, trying to bite off his eye. You can see that despite his super strength, Titan Cameraman had a hard time pushing him off, just like Clockwoman tries to push me away from her every night. She's totally into me, as you can see. Anyways, Titan Cameraman continued to punch his way out of this giant mess. The cameraman tried to smash one of them with his foot, but to his surprise, that thing caught it, and another one jumped on his back. These things were using their whole bodies in order to harm our giant friend. Two of them started to bite his legs and made the blue Titan fall off to the ground. Things weren't looking good. These things were outnumbering him as they started to tear him apart. You can see the pain in my man's eye all seemed lost when he had an idea. At the last moment, Titan Cameraman used his jetpack to get out of there. But even then, these things were still clinging to him. But big bro Titan Cameraman managed to shake some of them off. Seeing that Titan Cameraman was now in midair, the Bio Soldiers decided to go for the easy prey, Titan Clockman. These things charged at him, soul and body, but Titan Clockman was just that guy. He used his handgun, and with his special bullets, all of his attackers were now frozen in time. And even though one of them was a quick fella, Titan Clockman used his golden knives to stab that in his eye. The fight shifts back to Titan Cameraman, and things are really not looking good for him. The Bio Soldiers tore off his left shoulder turret gun, grabbed him by his feet, and tried to pull him down. But Titan Cameraman used his gravity gun to turn the other two into a basketball. But it was too late. The Bio Soldiers on his back destroyed that beautiful man from behind. Pause. No homo. And just like that, once again my boy was getting torn up on the ground. The monstrosity and the brutality, it looked like they were eating him alive. All seemed lost for him, but that wasn't the case. You see, what I failed to realize is that the stage was getting set for a new rock star. As soon as he landed, the atmosphere changed, and the Bio Soldiers could feel it. After a long wait, we finally saw the upgraded Titan SPEAKERMAN, and I wasn't joking when calling him a rock star. The music in the background fitted this punk perfectly. The flames on his chest, the new crimson blades on the extra speakers, the handguns topped off with some kind of Wolverine claws, and to top it off, the axe skull guitar on his back. You can tell that this bad boy wasn't here to play with these fools, but to play them one last song. Right after he landed, the Bio Soldiers left Titan Cameraman and tried to attack the upgraded Titan SPEAKERMAN, but the metal Titan smugged them off and started punching and kicking the life out of them right before he used his new flamethrowers to make a fire circle around him and burn them to a crisp. I was honestly quite shocked that Titan SPEAKERMAN could move so quickly despite the heavy equipment. Blood was a savage in this scene, using lasers, claws, and even his jetpack as a weapon. You can clearly hear the hard rock SPEAKERMAN roaring as he splits the head of one of them in two. The sound was so loud that the Bio Soldiers were practically in pain. The upgraded Titan SPEAKERMAN then managed to use his core laser to pulverize the rest of them. But that wasn't the end of it. New Bio Soldiers spawned back and were ready for the fight. Despite his injuries, the Giga Chad known as Titan Cameraman was ready to land the Red Titan a hand. But the upgraded Titan SPEAKERMAN told him that it was not necessary, because he got this. Then the giant punk pulled out his axe guitar. At first thought that he was going to swing that thing around, but once again I was wrong. And just like that, in a mere instant, the battlefield turned into a hard rock concert. The melody looked like it was straight up from hell, as you can see the bio soldiers in pain. In the end, the music was so intense that the other fools decided to get the hell out of there. The funny thing is that you can see Titan Cameraman in the background just vibing despite his injuries. But now it was over and the Titans won. After the battle, Titan Speakerman looks at Titan Clockman. Even though he doesn't have a face, you can see a smile on his face after seeing his long-lost friend alive and kicking again. And here, if you watch closely, you can see that Titan Cameraman looks fine, and all of his injuries are healed. It could only mean one thing. When Titan Clockman raised his hand to greet Titan Speakerman, he used his powers to heal Titan Cameraman. You can see why the toilets are so desperate to hold him off. Right after that, the two Titans continued their way to the final battle. In the next scene, we see the Pencilman arriving at the scene, as we see some pencil helicopter on their way to battle. At that moment, the giant Pencilman looked at Titan Clockman and told him that he understands his situation, as Big Bro was holding off a crazy ton of nukes. He also told him that the other Clockmen are on their way to give him a hand. Right after that, the white douchebag said that he received a strange signal. After that, he left the scene, telling the others to continue the fight without him, and that he has a side quest to do. You can see a killer in his green eye for a short moment. Like I said before, the Alliance may be artificial intelligence, but this guy has straight up no soul. In the next scene, we find ourselves in a flashback of episode 12. It looked like the end of a battle, as Titan Cameraman was doing some cleanup. Beside him, you can see some TV man, a Clockman, the corpse of the old Titan Clockman, and of course the Clock Chief, leader of the Clocks. May his Sigma soul forever rest in peace in Clock Heaven. Oh, Daddy, do I miss you? Anyways, a sudden teleportation cloud, a giant one, was forming in front of Titan Cameraman. Not knowing if it's a friend or foe, Titan Cameraman raised his guns ready to open fire. But at that moment, you can see the TV men interacting with the Titan, telling not to shoot, as the owner of the black cloud was no other than Titan TV Man. You can see the blue Titan and the purple Titan happy at the sight of each other. After that, Titan TV Man teleported. After that, we see a mysterious new character arriving at the scene. He said that there has to be an easier way for her to assert her dominance over the rest of the toilets. Alpha complimented the new guy, calling smart for begging and not resisting. And then Bro said that he has Riz, for some reason, but it is understandable. She then told them that they will be able to live but as slaves for her master. In other words, obey or die. But from Alpha's annoyed look and talk about slaves and also my experience with women, that guy really is the Rizzler. She is totally into him. Anyways, after Alpha entered the base, the toilet in the brown hat said that he needs to research this shady character. He looked at one of the guards and told him to let Male 07 know that he will be gone for a while. This guy is pretty evolved, as he can speak, and also looks human like the SKIBIDI squad. And according to his outfit, and him calling the guard disgusting, it looks like this guy is no other than my incognito tab. And that's the end of this episode. We have reached the end of this video. Please make sure to like and subscribe if you think that I am the true Rizzler here. See you soon, my friends.